Hey guys, welcome back to Lost Legend TV. We are Rated MC. I'm Ray.
I'm James.
It's 2020, guys, and this is hopefully an upward thing for horror movies.
Yes.
So we're going to discuss everything that we know is going to come out and how we feel it's going to go, if we have high expectations or low.
What a slam. It's back to you, Grudge. My crew just might roll on you like TP.
First off, is A Quiet Place 2.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
When I watched the first one, it was all right. But like you said earlier, a sequel, it's going to be hard for me to kind of get into it. I mean, I'll watch it definitely. I feel like it's not going to be as successful.
I guess it just depends what they do with the story.
I feel like the majority of the cast is going to be a whole lot different. That's the only thing I don't like about sequels, is when they completely change up the cast.
Well, I mean, Emily Blunt is back, and I mean the original family is like back. So
I hope that they stay with that.
Yeah,
because they could always.
It might not be so bad.
If I'm going into it's not going to be as good as the original at all.
Almost never is. Almost never.
I feel like it'd be a decent one though. I know the new Halloween movie comes out. Halloween Kills.
Yep.
Based off of 2018, I think it's going to be a pretty good movie.
I feel like it will be.
Going to be set in a hospital, right?
I don't believe so. I know from the teaser footage there is going to be something at a hospital. But from everything I've read and like the people I watch on YouTube who like really break it down, it's going to take place on the same night. Pretty much just to be a continuation, but it's going to be very, very violent.
Which I would really hope it would be violent.
Yeah.
But what I think is going to happen with this one is you have everybody from the 2018 production crew coming back. So I don't have like low expectations for this. Because here's the thing. I feel like either this movie or next year's Halloween Ends, I feel like Laurie Strode will die.
I feel like she's going to die in this
I thought she was going to die in the last one. Just to be 100% real with you.
I feel like this is going to be her last Halloween film.
But if it is, what's the next movie going to be about?
Like I think what they're setting up is that the daughter character or the granddaughter in this case is going to be the final girl of the last movie.
I feel that. And that's a huge possibility.
Yeah.
But as long as, in my point of view, as long as John Carpenter's there for me, I feel like Halloween will be Halloween, whether it's good or bad. And here's the thing. Like, people take horror too seriously. Like, I get into that trap myself, but I'm not scared of a bad Halloween movie. No. We got Halloween Resurrection. We got Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And I know for a fucking fact, this movie will not be as bad as that. No. I know for a fact.
There's not any horror movie that's going to come out that's going to be as bad as Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
That's the thing, because the first one wasn't that bad.
It wasn't, bro.
How did you go that fucking far off?
The thing that I'd heard about Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie is that the first movie was a really successful one. So the studio decided, we're just going to let Rob Zombie do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And so he brings his signature gothic horror-inspired style to the franchise. It just didn't fucking work.
Dude, I have to go on a Rob Zombie rant. Right? I'll make it short, okay? Rob Zombie always has to do the tormented girl, the redneck family, this person who's has a shitty childhood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the same fucking thing with the same fucking cast with his same fucking wife in every movie, man. Mm-hmm. It gets old. And I was so scared of that when I first saw the first Halloween that he remade in theaters, and he did do that, but I thought, hey, this ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? It was at least a decent attempt.
It was a good attempt.
I'll say if you like kills, you're gonna love those fucking movies.
Yeah. So this next Halloween movie, I'm not too concerned about. I had the honor of meeting James G. Courtney more than once, and he won't give a lot of information. Like he told me personally that he does not rationalize Michael Myers in any sort of way. He'll do that after he plays it. That tells me that he's fully committed, and he did a great job. So Michael Myers himself is not going to be the problem.
No. As long as anything, it'll be the writing. If that's the only thing I see could be the downfall of it. The Conjuring 3 is coming out.
I'm excited for that, but I hate the subtitle of the movie. The devil made me do it.
Reminds me of Charles Manson.
Gretel and Hansel?
with Sophia Lillis. It's going to be basically like a reverse tale of like Hansel and Gretel, where I don't really know much about that story for real, but I know that it's supposed to be like a fairy tale. So
Yeah.
that
I don't know how I feel about that one yet. Personally, I don't have high expectations. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong.
I know this story's been ran into the ground a lot
Yeah.
already.
Candyman. That's going to be Jordan Peele directed. And he's not done me wrong so far as a horror director.
Yeah.
I mean, people were on the fence about Us.
I don't think he's directing it. I think he's just co-writing the script.
Still be.
I mean, he's still involved in it, so that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I know Tony Todd's involved.
Yes.
So that's a big plus for me.
Apparently, there's supposed to be 2 Candyman, and they've already announced
Yeah.
who the first one is going to be.
So, do you think that's like an alternate universe, or is like I don't know.
I think it may work. I think it's going to be very like racially charged. Like it's going to be the whole theme of the movie is going to be about like like racism and like injustices and prejudices and stuff like that.
I think so too, but I feel like what's going to happen with the Candyman thing, I feel like they're going to do like the Halloween approach.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be 2 of them, but I feel like one of them's for some parts and one of them is from other parts.
Oh yeah, I feel you now.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be like that.
Oh, there might be a new Child's Play.
Might be the
From
TV
original canon movie.
I know the TV show is coming out this year. I don't know when we're gonna see any promotion for that, but
I know Don was speaking last year that he plans on making another Chucky movie.
But see, the thing about that is like I'm excited for the movie, but like TV show not so much, and it's not because I don't think it'll be good. It's just the network they chose to go with.
Most horror movie based TV shows haven't been that good.
The only one I've ever really liked was Bates Motel.
Yeah,
Bates Motel was good.
Pretty good.
The first season of Scream was really good.
Yeah, I would agree. That was very good. Second one,
it just started tapering down, and by the time they got to the third season, I was like,
third season was awful, bro.
I do want to talk about another good positive point that's coming out, but I don't know how it's going to come across, is The Invisible Man.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Isn't that the original had Kevin Bacon, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that movie, personally.
I don't know. I feel like it's not going to do well in today's
I mean, it is in the Dark Universe, and the Dark Universe hasn't really done so well. Like, The Mummy was a terrible-ass movie.
Well, like...
Dracula Untold was pretty decent, but...
They're going to have to do something different.
I feel like people are just not going to be scared about it. Like, honestly, like, I don't think it's going to be, like, terrifying.
Because here's the thing about remakes or reboots. You have to kind of tell the same story, but you have to tell it differently, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're watching the same movie with different people.
What is it?
Saw.
Chris Rock.
Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock is going to be in this movie.
I have mixed emotions about that, like we talked earlier. But I'm not going to degrade it until I see it.
Exactly.
I'll give it a chance.
There's a lot of people who really don't like the Saw franchise, and I get you. My biggest thing that I did like about it was trying to figure out how it all tied together. Like the first one was about figuring out how, like what was going on, like who's the killer, what was all going on.
I remember watching it long ago, and I never suspected the dead dude in the room was fucking Jigsaw. You know
exactly. After that, yes, there were some stupid parts and everything, like the one girl who got her hand stuck in the thing.
Yeah. Sequels are the death of horror.
Exactly, but I still feel like most of the Saw movies were not bad.
No, they're not bad. Like
they are torture porn because a lot of them are just like gruesome ass fucking kills. If you can get past that, I feel like you might like it. But
I know a lot of people who didn't like the last Jigsaw movie.
That was actually pretty decent.
But I loved it because they went back to the basic and kept it so simple. I think that's what people hated.
I think what it was I think a lot of people were trying to think, how is he still alive?
And he wasn't.
It was one of his like first things he did actually.
And it tied into was it the first movie?
I think it's
because he was building the thing that went over the head. It was the first or second movie. But I really liked it myself. And like this reboot, I'm not sure how they're going to do it. but I'll give it a chance nonetheless.
It's gonna be a reboot, right? So it's like a start over, or
I'm sure they'll make a sequel to it if it does well. And I'm sure it will do well.
so it's like the restart of the franchise. Okay,
Reboot.
I feel like it'll be all right. Escape Room 2. I don't know if you watched it.
I've seen.
I
some.
didn't see it.
I think we watched it actually together.
I still haven't seen it. I wanted to see it.
I won't spoil anything for you. It's not a bad movie at all.
It's pretty decent. It's not fantastic.
I didn't know the order people were gonna die. I thought somebody was gonna live longer than they did. They didn't. But it's not a bad movie. The fact that they're making a second one, though, if they follow from the original story and keep it going like that, I think it'll be okay.
Well, what they did in the first one, like with the rooms and how they change, without giving too much information away.
Yeah.
They did a really good job. My only fear is that the second one, the third one, they try to up it, and it turns into a fucking Michael Bay film.
Yeah.
Not to discredit Michael Bay, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just action and explosions everywhere.
And if they keep up with that, because how it ended, if you remember how it ended, if they keep up with that, because I think that's what they're going to go with, if they do that, I might feel like it'd be a pretty decent movie. Yeah. But I feel like what's going to happen is I feel like some of the people are going to get changed. I feel like the story's going to get convoluted and just become just start falling.
There is a movie, however, that's coming out. I'm not sure if it's going to come out soon, but there is a movie called The Turning that's coming out. It's going to be about a nanny going into the business of babysitting these two kids, and apparently the kids are possessed by a demon, and it's set in a haunted house or something like that.
It's based off of a novella.
Yeah.
There's The Grudge that's coming out.
Oh yeah, let's talk about The Grudge. Y'all ever heard of Cinema Sins?
Yes.
Yeah. I've watched them.
I watch them all the time, and he actually made me go back and rewatch The Grudge a few weeks ago. And looking back now, I really didn't like it.
Yeah,
it's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie.
Did you watch the American one or the Japanese?
I watched the American one, but I have seen the Japanese version.
The Japanese one is much better.
Anything that is Japanese and it gets remade into an American movie, the only one that I've seen that's actually done a great job was The Ring. I've only watched The Ring a few times, but I can remember really liking the movie.
Bruh, Godzilla King Kong.
I don't know if that's going to be good though, man.
I think it will be.
They delayed that shit a lot longer than it was supposed to.
Be.
But I've seen so many Godzilla movies, I really don't want to see anymore.
I want to see him fight King Kong though.
I do. Here's the thing. The first Godzilla one they made with Bryan Cranston was terrible, but that's only because of how they did Bryan Cranston's character.
No.
They made him seem like he was the main character. And then he died 20 fucking minutes.
My whole thing about the Godzilla movie, the 2014 movie, it was good, but the way they filmed Godzilla really threw me off.
Yeah, he was only in the film for a very short time.
The way they filmed him was he would be fighting this fucking monstrous ass creature, and then it would go to fucking military bullshit that nobody wanted to fucking see.
The majority of it, he wasn't even in the film.
But from what I've heard, the sequel
was better,
which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen the sequel.
The cinematography is supposed to be fucking immaculate.
I've heard real good things about it.
Are they going to make another Tommy Chong fucking weed-related horror
Evil
movie?
Bong. I've seen.
That's what I'm
Bong,
saying.
Evil Bong 666, Evil Bong 667. I've seen most of those.
Make another one of those, man.
Really good.
Terrifier 2.
Yes. Oh, Terrifier. Why didn't we get this already? So he still hasn't seen Terrifier 1.
I need to watch it on Netflix.
We won't spoil it for him, but Art the Clown is fucking phenomenal, and they've still got the same dude.
Yeah.
So as long as that happens, I've got real high expectations.
But it's supposed to have the same director.
That's the only problem because some of the acting in the movie was awful and the writing wasn't great. But as I'm saying,
at least
art is so fucking good. It made me love the movie.
The movie itself is all right, but bro, Art the Clown. I mean,
Like it's hard to describe it without you seeing it. It's just the way he portrays that fucking character.
This is not your
was
ordinary clown.
super fucking creepy.
It's creepy as
Perfect.
fuck, bro.
There's only one part that I watched that was like kind of, and I ain't gonna say what it is because of him. But for the most part, it was fucking like he's so good. If the movie had been just like terrible, awful, I still think they would have got a sequel. Like fucking god awful. But
I mean, like I think they're going through an actual studio now. And they have a bigger budget, so I hope they use that to their advantage.
I did too because it was really good. I fucking liked it. The ending was a little weird, but I still fucked with it. I feel like that's gonna be it for this one, guys. If there's anything that we didn't bring up that you think we should have talked about, put it in the comments. Tell us how you feel about the ones we did talk about.
And I'm sure. I mean, throughout this year, we're gonna get a lot that.
Because when Terrifier comes out, we got to.
There's probably movies that are coming out this year that we have no idea are being made.
I definitely think we'll review. We're going to review Terrifier 2 when it comes out, and then probably the Saw movie. And if anything else y'all want us to review,
definitely Halloween, but that's not till October.
Yeah, that's a guarantee too.
Yeah,
like anything that like me and him specifically are real big on, that's definitely gonna get reviewed. You know what I mean? Like if because we heard something about Scream. Mm-hmm. If that happens, even though I think they shouldn't do it because
I don't think they should do it.
They don't think, but if they do it, we're gonna review it because I'm a big fan of Scream. If they ever make a fucking Friday the 13th movie again,
if they ever make a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, I'm gonna.
It's gonna be a reboot, and it's gonna have to be a reboot. Like, there's no reason for y'all to like even add on to the last one they did.
Yeah.
Like, not that it was terrible, but they're not gonna add on to it. No. So you might as well just start over from the jump and find us something good.
I did hear that they was gonna make a TV show though, so maybe
just stop making TV shows about horror movies.
Maybe that'll be good.
Let's just stop doing that. Let's end that and drop that in 2019. You know what I mean? Leave that in the past.
Bro. I feel like it's going to get worse.
It
will
is.
get better.
But if there's anything else y'all want us to review, react to, let us know. Drop it in the comments. Is there anything else you want to tell people?
Nope.
Ray, you got anything else?
Nope. That sums it up, guys.
All right, guys.
See you later.
Deuces.
Adios.